Libra friends, welcome. Gonna do your heart spread for September, guys. Using the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck, if you get darn. And this is for whoever's on your mind, whoever's in your heart. That's who it picks up on. It's an 8-card spread if you haven't seen before. Welcome. And do check out the Soul Tribe reading that's up daily. It's just a collective read for whoever resonates, that one. This is for who's on your mind. It's going to read you and your person, give some advice individually, and then look at the relationship as a whole and get some advice from Spirit on the relationship as a whole. So as an astrologer too, I kind of look at it as first house, seventh house. Particularly with 1 and 2 positions, where I kind of get a beat on where you're at, maybe where your person's at as you come together, okay? Libra, Venus at 11 degrees is your big deal. Moon's in Aries right now, or last night, or so this today, tomorrow, tonight, last night, you might have been feeling that. Just kind of like, it could be like emotionally feeling drawn towards your lover. Kind of depends on the disposition of your natal Venus, where it's at exactly. You're going to have your Venus return, so, that's kind of a big deal. It's a couple days. If you're cross-watching, great time to take your Venus on a special date, on an overnighter or something, and something romantic. Send flowers for your Venus return. There you go. Sometimes if you send flowers, if you're a guy, you're going to get suspicious, like for no reason. Like, why is he sending me flowers? What did he do? Did he bang my sister again? You don't want to be like that. But let's see where you're at here. Libras, Knight of Pentacles, and facing away from the reading. So it's coming in really solid. You could be someone who's single. If you're in a relationship, you're feeling secure, stable. You might not be too focused on relationship right now with the Knight of Pentacles, looking away from the reading like this. Speaking to earth energy in your chart, which is often, you could have your Mercury or Venus. It might not be in Libra. Maybe your Sun is too. You're going to get similar issues with the Sun. Opposite the moon anyway, just emotional feeling for a day or two. And Venus conjunct the sun, very nice. Venus conjunct your sun is a couple days where, take your class pictures or, start your business, particularly if you're visible. I mean, you should be looking really good at that time and kind of attractive. But this is looking like somebody's keeping their light under a bushel basket for some reason. Your person's coming in with this Leo energy and the Strength card, where they're at in terms of love and relationship. Very different energy. I mean, if they are a Leo, Sun particularly, but think Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what's prominent in their chart, the energy that's significant somehow, they would really be themselves right now. That's a good energy. So probably however they're presenting themselves is the way they are. So they may look particularly attractive to you. You're thinking about them for some reason. But it's almost like I get the sense like you're kind of trying not to. Like you're feeling maybe stable. And you're kind of maybe feeling like, oh, I'm pretty stable right now. No sense to rock the boat. And then you see this pretty little Libra, pretty little Leo over here. And, sun to sun, Leo and Libra, that's good. That's good there, air to fire. Let's see how you're feeling now once you're reacting to your person. Wow. This is why you're looking away. I'm confused about why you're thinking about this person right now. Unless this is something that's kind of over. But this is you reacting to your person, and this is something they would have done to you. Either they did it deliberately or they did it, unintentionally. But you feel like they really put a sword in your back. And Ten of Swords kind of implies that you're done like whatever they did, it could be like unforgivable. It could be something that you can't overcome. You can't die twice. Well, let's see how they're reacting. Devil energy. Wow. So, you know, Capricorn, but in this position, they're reacting to you. This is obsessive, controlling, plutonic energy, speaks about addictions, probably around love and relationship, and then them coming in with strength. So really, this would be someone that's very controlling. It could maybe be abusive. I mean, it could start it as sexual energy that you maybe liked. If you're kind of more submissive and you like someone who's dominant, but you know, you don't want someone who's an asshole. You want someone who's a whole person and can bring you this very direct energy. But you don't want someone who's bringing you Ten of Swords energy. And so it's no wonder you're looking away. So it's kind of left you in terms of relationship with that feeling I started out with, kind of like a little put off. Yeah. Now your advice, Leo's, wow, cooperation, collaboration, good work. This is, in this deck, it really emphasizes the collaborative aspect of the Three of Pentacles, but it's a good worker card. Just definitely working on yourself is how I see this. If I didn't really have this particular deck, I wouldn't really think so much of collaboration, but I'm going to keep that in mind. Let's just clarify it and see. King of Pentacles. So, Three of Pentacles and clarifying with the King of Pentacles. And this is your advice in this relationship towards this person. I got the feeling this is telling you to either, like, you're already coming in as the Knight of Pentacles. It kind of to level up and channel your King of Pentacles. And this can be a lot for Libra to accomplish, because this is kind of a defensive energy. You might be being told here to rely on someone else. Maybe this King of Pentacles is someone else. Maybe it's a friend who's particularly strong. And a King of Pentacles is someone who has absolute command of life, of their castle. Someone that's highly reliable. And if you're the Knight of Pentacles, I see them more, this is someone else, not a third party you're in love with. Brother, a sister, a father, a friend who's particularly strong. It does feel like masculine energy, though. Someone who's got your back comes to mind. Now, advice for the person. Look at this, man. The Strength, the Devil, and Empress. So I don't think we're talking to a cross-watcher, lover cross-watcher, to say, hey, I'm here. What are you talking about? I'm right here. Because with Aries energy thrown in here, I mean, you got Leo and you got Capricorn, and now you got Aries with the Empress, or you got Taurus here with the Empress. I'm sorry, but it's very fixed. And this is not someone that's going to likely change their mind. Like this collaborative card here, I don't think you're collaborating with them. You don't really collaborate with the Empress. You know, you kind of do what you're told. You know, the Empress, the Emperor, they're in command. So there's definitely a dominant person, but they're definitely also hurting you. And I'm getting the advice here is to get make an allegiance or rely upon a person who's very reliable. This would be someone immediately would come to mind. It wouldn't mind you commenting, you know, how this resonates with you. I kind of get that this could be even, they could physically get involved, but definitely a strong moral support and grounding, you know, because you're down here, you know. This is, when you're in this position, you need your friends to help get you back up and get you going. You know, you're not really dead. No, you would be watching this reading if you're really dead. Now, this is the advice for the relationship. This kind of doesn't surprise me to see this here. And it's a little contemplative in this deck, but the Five of Swords is serious verbal arguments. And I don't think in this instance this is you setting boundaries. This is for the relationship as a whole. And you need to have an argument. And it's almost like I'm getting with this King here of Pentacles clarification. When you have this discussion, which I believe is going to be argumentative, the Five of Swords is going to be very vicious fighting. Could be, you know, swords are thoughts and communication. But this is the kind of thing this is not like a tough talk. This is an argument, like a fight. So you must have something you need to say. It's almost like you're taking someone to support you, you know, when you do this with them. I don't know whether it's a personal meeting. Wow. Or you're discussing it about someone, and look, the outcome is the Queen of Swords. And this is like a failed heart spread, so you're not having a relationship with this person. So the advice for the relationship becomes advice for you. And now what we have is the Five of Swords under the Queen of Swords. So this is you channeling your Queen of Swords, which I saw coming here. This is why you need this King of Pentacles to back you up. Because you're going to bring out the strongest, the most outspoken part of your personality here. This is the part of you that takes no shit from anyone. And you're going to tell this person exactly what you think and what you feel about whatever it was they did, which wasn't good. And probably did involve, you know, lying, cheating, stealing, that kind of thing. The energy of the devil in that sense, classic sense. But this has been someone that came on really strong. They're probably really attractive, really sexy, really kind of aggressive, maybe came at you hard. And they hurt you fast, I think. I don't think it took long. For them to get to that point. And the King of Swords is on the bottom of the deck, so I usually don't read, but I happen to notice it. So you're definitely being told here, this is not about love now. You know, it's kind of like ultimately as a spiritual person and thinking about energy work, what you're going to do is you're going to cut ties. And I believe you must have a need to communicate with this person. You know, and sometimes me, I mostly just walk away. Usually I don't really have a need to say to the person. But I feel like you do. You know, you can't just walk away and let it go. You're going to have to actually confront them for what they did and just absolutely call them out. And maybe like lambast them here. And for you, I think really what that's going to amount to is cutting ties with them energetically and emotionally. You know, allowing you to move on away from this incident here. So let me know if that resonates. I know it wasn't a warm, fuzzy heart spread, Libra, but I always say, you know, it's helpful if it resonates. I mean, we're all going through these adventures, and call them experiments. It's not necessarily a failure. It's a negative outcome in that experiment, and you move on to the next experiment. You know, redoing it based upon what you learned from this outcome, guys. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up anyway if it does resonate, and I appreciate you guys subscribing. Thank you.